Hey everybody, welcome to the Spirit Wild Beer. Shagdog. Drinking and thinking. I'm just drinking a beer. We reviewed this one about a week ago during St. Patrick's Day. Actually, a couple of days before St. Patrick's. Guinness Draft. I won't say dropped or dropped. Um, yeah, so let me check this link out real quick. Why can't I bring up the video? Our channel. All right, let's drink this beer. Yeah, just doing a little Guinness. There we go. Let's click on that. I want to get the link. So I want to do is save the link. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're live doing drinking and thinking. Thanks for all of our subscribers, commenters, watchers, everybody. Like, subscribe, share. Share this to your mother. I think she might like it. Oh, let me invite Jammer Fan in because Jammer Fan could actually join in. So I'm gonna invite Jammer Fan. God, I'm getting drunk and tired. So let me see if I could find the link to this. Invite. Oh, it's because that stupid screen won't go down. All right, let's invite Jammer Fan. Jammer Fan's like, I got time. Let's do this. Jammer Fan. Anybody else that want to join in for a conversation, just let me know. I'll send you the link. One day I posted a link on, we had like, I don't know, 10 or 12 viewers. I posted a link on there, but only one person joined it. I can't remember who it was. He popped in for like 10 seconds and took off. I don't know if he was camera shy or what. But let's drink this delicious Guinness Draft beer. Delicious. So I didn't like go live on Facebook right now. I just went ahead and shared. I did share the link to Facebook. So all my Facebook friends, you have to click on the link and join in here on StreamYard or YouTube to watch it. So if Jammer Fan joins in, that'd be great. We can talk about whatever. He always spark up a good conversation. Matter of fact, here's a link. Let me pull up that. See if I can pull up the link to that video. A really good video me and Jammer Fan did one time. If I can pull it up, I'll put it in the comments, I guess. Let's see if I can pull it up. Manage video. Let's see. Let's see if I can look. Maybe I can do it with a search. Drinking, thinking, Stranger Things. Oh, fuck. Let's see if I can pull it up. Me and Jeremy did a really good video. Let's pull that video up. I'm going to try to send the link on there. View on YouTube. Okay, Jammer Fan might join us in about 5 minutes, so that's cool. I'm going to share the link of this video. we talked about weapons, mythological, cartoon movies, nothing but anything except handguns because they weren't allowed in the conversation apparently. But yeah, if you ever go to that link, that's our drinking and thinking the greatest weapons ever and handheld weapons in movies, comics, mythology, whatever. Um, we didn't do guns though, even though there's some in mythology or comics or movies. We stayed away from actual guns. We bow and arrows, the gauntlet, whatever. We popped in our mind. We didn't even study for it. We just went ahead and went for it. But let's go ahead and give it a drink. Let's get a drink. Let's get a drink. So Jammer Fan might be joining in about 5 minutes, so we'll see. He likes drinking on his lunch break. But thanks for our 2 viewers. Yeah, so this is our drinking and thinking segment. I usually have a subject. I used to actually plan and do a subject for drinking and thinking. I just don't have nothing right now. Maybe Jammer Fan can come up with something. Well, thanks, Tom, and welcome back to you also. I don't even know what time it is over there in England right now. Let's see. What do you guys, about 5 hours? Was it 7 p.m., 8 p.m.? Now, I've never been to England. Jammer did take a trip one time a couple years ago. It was like a Ireland, England, Scotland trip. So he spent like 3 days in Ireland, 4 days in England, and 3 days in Scotland, or something like that. Yeah. So my problem with that is I'd rather do. Oh, your clocks go. Our clocks already went forward. Shit. They do it last week, I think. Yeah, last Sunday, not this past Sunday, not 2 days ago, but the week before. Yeah, it used to be in April here. I think it used to be like the end of March, beginning of April when they used to do that. And then the clocks went back in November, but they switched it. The clocks go back now in October, and instead of April, they go forward like beginning of March, which really sucks, but it doesn't matter to me. Anyhow, time is irrelevant, right? Yeah. Copy that link though, right there. If you can, I don't know if you can do it in the comment section. But that's me and Jammer Fan doing the greatest weapons in mythology, cartoons, movies, whatever. That's not the greatest video ever, but we did have a couple of funny points or whatever. So I watched it the other day. It's the first time I watched it in a while. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good video actually. Jammer Fan gets pretty good occasionally, yeah, or most times actually. And we went non-scripted. I was like, hey, maybe we should write down first. And he's like, no, let's just wing it. Let's just get on there and wing it. And we winged it. I think, and then later on, I thought of a couple of different things that we could have added to it. But all in all, it was a pretty good video. Winging it sometimes is good because off the wall, raw, when you kind of like write stuff down. Okay, I'm gonna do a video. Let me write the top 10 bands ever, metal bands, whatever hell it is. Sometimes it's good actually pre-planning it, but sometimes it's pretty cool coming off the top of your head. Although when you're drinking, sometimes coming off the top of your head is not cool at all. So anyhow, you know the thing, right? So what do you think, Tom? What do you think? How's the economy doing? Or world situation is pretty bad, if you ask me. Actually, we're getting closer to World War III, really. I don't know what the hell happened in the last 3 years, but the world has changed dramatically. There's been a paradigm shift or something. There's like 2 doors you can choose from, and apparently we picked the wrong door. Right, Jammer fan. Jammer fan, you're there.
Yeah, is it working? Can you hear and see me all right?
Oh, I can see you and I can hear you. You just went from being a little bit away from the camera, but you got close.
Yeah.
Like a,
I
like a
think it was
satanic.
my the quality auto adjting because for
Oh,
whatever reason, StreamYard hates my internet.
yeah. I hate mine too.
It's like downgrading my quality and stuff.
Well, welcome, Jammer fan.
Thank
Welcome.
hello, Tom.
Tom is from England.
Oh,
That's,
nice.
that's far away from you. I'm closer to Tom than you are. You believe that?
Well, Tom, you'd be happy to know one of my favorite shows right now is Clarkson Farm. It takes place in Oxfordshire in England. Jeremy Clarkson's big popular show. I like it. Uh, hey, Shagdog, have you heard of Jeremy Clarkson? He's on all the Top Gear shows. He's that like all those English car guys that are on all the shows.
No, I've heard of Kelly Clarkson, but not that Clarkson.
Yeah. Tom probably knows who Jeremy Clarkson is. He hosts the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire overseas. So
Oh,
we'll see if he says anything. But yeah, it's a good show, man. It's really funny.
nice haircut, dude.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I got a haircut the other day. So yeah, I had just trimmed
I
it
was
up. I have
watching those old videos when you had the mullet
yeah,
going on a little bit, and I said you look like a young, what the hell, Kevin Costner or some shit. I forget what the hell.
yeah. My girlfriend likes the long hair, but I'm like I was telling you and Jammer, I'm getting back on. Everyone in this country knows Clarkson, love him or hate him. Yeah, he's Clarkson recently got in trouble for slamming on Prince Harry. You know the Meghan Prince Harry thing. You know,
Yeah.
like they left to come to America, and like everybody in Britain's mad at him. Yeah, so he said some like really like messed up stuff about Meghan Markle, I guess, and
Oh,
now
good for him.
you know he said the people of London should throw shit on her, like
Yeah.
literally sling shit on her.
Hey,
And I guess he was referencing Game of Thrones, where Queen Cersei or whatever. I don't know if you watch that. I know you watch HBO shows, but
Queen Cersei. Yes.
did you ever watch Game of Thrones? I thought you did.
Oh yeah. I've seen it.
Okay, well, I don't remember that scene, but apparently they throw shit on her in one of like the later seasons. Like she's like shamed and she's walking through the village. So, anyways,
Yeah, they're
anyway,
saying shame,
shit.
shame.
Yeah,
You know what? And Meghan Markle and Prince Little Harry, redheaded stepchild. Yeah, I I don't feel bad for them at all. And she should have known what she's getting into, and he should have known better than marry an American bitch. I would never marry an American bitch. That's why I'm single.
yeah. Yeah, but this Jeremy Clarkson guy though is in trouble. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he knows all about it. I guess it's hard to hard to avoid all the royal drama and the
It
Clarkson
don't
drama.
matter what the Royals did, whether they're racist or whatever hell she says. That's the family in England. He's the son. He's the member of that family. Whether they're ill, I think they're exaggerating how they treated her or whatever. Anyhow, because you know how those type of people are. I shouldn't say that, but they exaggerate sometimes. Anyhow, but anyhow, he should tell her, "Listen, bitch, this is just the way it is. Deal with it. You're gonna have my babies. Your babies are gonna be princes and princesses. Then shut the fuck up." That's what he should have said to her, and not ever went to Oprah or any of those other shit because
Yeah.
he's a dumbass. Anyhow, he's almost as dumb as her.
Well, South Park recently did an episode where they slammed on them hard. It was a couple weeks ago, and it's hilarious, man. They it's on HBO Max if you still have HBO.
Oh wait. Oh, we saw that. All right. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like them at all. I was like, this ain't gonna work. A little half-witted black girl that looks white. She's gonna claim racism. I knew it from the start, even though she looks pretty much white.
Yeah.
She's gonna claim racism.
So I'm gonna go grab a glass, but I'm gonna show you what I brought on. I obviously have alcohol.
Oh yeah,
This one's pretty cool. So this is from Schilling Cider House in the Pacific Northwest. Let's see where they're at. Auburn, Washington, in Washington State. So, so they're a cider company. This is a mango seltzer. It's called Excelsior Imperial Mango. Cider. Sorry, it's Excelsior Imperial Mango cider, 9.1% ABV. I keep wanting to call it a seltzer, but it is has a little thing on the side. It shows you the acidity levels and all that. I'll just read it. It says it's got a pretty sharp acidity to it. It's pretty sweet versus dry, and it has kind of a medium carbonation to it.
Yeah.
So it's made with Washington, they call them bitter apples, and then mango. I guess they probably wanted to use the bitter apples if they already had the sweet mango. You know, you don't want it to be like too sweet. I'm going to go grab a glass because I want to see what it looks like. It's probably going to be all orange and stuff. So, and then there's a little story on the back of this can too I want to read. So I'll be right back. Keep it going, Shagdog.
All right. It's probably going to be orangey, just like our previous president, right? Orangey. Anyhow, yeah, I'm drinking Guinness Draft. Although, here in America, that could be pronounced the way it's spelled: drought, draft. Anyhow,
all right, man, had to get a fresh mug, and sorry, I'm
talking about the Orange Man, and then Tom said, "Someone told me, yeah, he's getting arrested apparently."
Oh yeah, is that happening? I thought that like it's like more of a ceremony. Like they're not going to cuff him and throw him in the back of the. I thought he just had to go. I thought he just had to go down.
It's been a witch hunt since 2016, Jammer fan.
Yeah.
Finally got their witch.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna focus on this orange first. This is a big orange one as well. But yeah, there's a little story on the back, man. It's actually a cool little graphic too. It's like out of this world, Excelsior, and it has a little UFO, and it says, "Space, the final frontier. Schilling Cider's mission has always been to boldly go where no cider has gone before, constantly searching the cosmos for the finest ingredients. With this goal in mind, the crew of Starship Schilling set off to create their mission, which is Excelsior Mango Supernova." And then, it's a long story. It just talks about how they use sun-kissed mangoes paired with their Pacific Northwest grown apples and European heirloom bitter cider fruit. Then they add lime juice in. It's 9.1%. So they're a leader in. They call themselves a leader in imperial ciders. So a lot of times you don't see ciders that are like 9%.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That is an imperial cider, yeah.
So I guess they're using a yeast that can keep up with the alcohol. You know how some yeasts die if the alcohol gets too high? Like that's why beers can only go like so high usually, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm giving her a nice pour here. We'll see how it looks compared to like a beer, eh?
Hey. Canadian.
I'm trying to give Tom some international flavor today. We're Canadian, European.
A salad? Yeah, salad. I'm good. Thanks.
No salad for you, eh, Shagdog?
No salad.
All right.
If it
Now,
was a crab salad or something, I was going to say, yeah, I'd like it.
oh yeah, crab. Actually, you got me hungry for crab salad now. So it pours a kind of yellowish orange. Interesting. It really, really smells like mango, like a lot. And I can smell the lime. I can smell the apple in there. It's very interesting. Do you
Hey,
like
speaking of
cider?
mango, do you know this? You don't know mango.
Yeah, that's Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live.
Right, right. A lot of people don't know that. They're like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, you don't know mango.
No, that's funny. But yeah, no, sorry. I'm just thinking about Saturday Night Live now. It's pretty crappy, the newer episodes, but Canadians are smart enough to retain the royal family at least. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, smell and just so you know, I don't think you could get this cider, Shagdog. I think they only distribute to basically the Rockies, and they don't go on the other side. You know, they're just the western half.
It don't matter anyhow. After Jammer's cider fiasco of 2016,
You're done with cider.
made me drink about 12 ciders in a row. I don't
I
want to
remember
drink
that. Yeah,
cider.
yeah. Well, I wanted to pick up some alcohol from my girlfriend when I was out today, and we're both burnt out on beer right now. So she's been drinking wine, and I just been taking a break or just drinking seltzer, like the hard seltzers. I got some cider. I just wanted to find something off the beaten path, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So first of all, cider doesn't quite, you know how alcohol will, or I mean, beer will mask the alcohol, Shagdog. You know, if you have a big IPA or whatever, you can't really taste that booze.
Right. Or a big stout, imperial
Yeah.
stout sometimes.
Yeah. This doesn't hide that because there's no like balancing hops. Like you can taste it's 9.1%, but I will say that it's very cleverly done. It's just you get a little bit of that alcohol, you know, like if you're drinking a cocktail. But I would say it kind of reminds me of a cocktail. The carbonation's pretty low. On their scale of 1 to 10, the carbonation was only like a 3 on this.
Oh.
Versus they I guess with the lower ABV ciders, you know, ciders sometimes will be very carbonated, you know, they're really bubbly.
Yeah.
This is more of kind of like a carbonation on like a stout. A lot of times stouts, you know, they won't be as like as carbonated, you know. So this is kind of like the stout of the cider world, which is kind of cool. To like our viewer Tom, I know cider is pretty popular over in, you know, Europe. So I always want to say I want to say the UK, but did you say he's England or did you say where'd you say he was?
He's somewhere over there. Somewhere
Right.
is within the
Because
United
the UK,
Kingdom.
I believe, is like England and Wales, right? So and I think the Wales,
England, Wales, Scotland,
Scotland, Ireland,
Northern Ireland, yeah.
Northern Ireland, yeah. So I get confused over there, man. He probably thinks we're idiots because we're Americans and we don't know anything about it.
We are idiots because they left us. They came over here and they had us under the great rule, and then some assholes revolutionized, and we all became idiots.
But yeah, I don't think they're going to arrest Trump today. If they do, to kind of answer your question, I don't think it's going to be cuffing him on TV and putting his head in the car. I don't think that's going to happen, man. It'll just be technically he was arrested, right? Like he has to go in with his lawyer, sit down, sign something that says, yeah, I got arrested for this. I mean, I don't think there's jail time for the crime that he did. He just this specific incident is the Stormy Daniels thing, right? The payoff hush money.
I think something in New York, you know, that New York state prosecutor, whatever the hell she's been after him since he got elected as president.
Yeah.
Since 2016. As soon as he got elected, they all said they're going to impeach him and do this to him and that. I mean, but before he got won, they were all laughing. He's not going to win. Laughing. And then as soon as he wins, they're all like, oh, he'll be impeached. Oh, we're going to arrest him for this. You know, they're after him from the get-go. You know, that's why I am a Trump fan. He's an underdog.
I wouldn't call myself a Trump fan, but I'm not like out to get the guy either. I will say the Teflon Don name sticks, man. He's never gotten in trouble for anything, so I don't expect him to get in trouble for this either, honestly.
He's called Teflon Don? I didn't know that.
Oh, you never heard that name? That's his name. I don't call him that. That's his
Well, I
nickname.
heard
Nothing.
the mafia guy. What's his name? The old mafia guy in the '80s. There was called Teflon Don.
I think that's that makes sense. I think that's where they got the name from. But it's kind of the same thing. I mean, Trump.
His name is Don. Donald. Yeah.
His name's Don, and Trump's always been mafia-like, right? Trump's like, let's do a deal. He's like, let's make a business deal.
You're fired.
Yeah, you're. I don't think you get fired in the mafia. I think they'd break your fucking legs, is what happens. But
well, it's kind of a. Hey, come on in. We're going to promote you, but technically, someone comes up behind you and shoots you. Say, "What's this plastic for?" You're fired, bitch.
It reminds me. So Trump is friends with all the Saudi princes and kings, right? And do you remember when do you remember when they chopped up that reporter? Not Trump, but the Saudis. That reporter was like talking, and they didn't just chop them up into 4 pieces. They had like a guy with like a skill saw cutting them into little Lincoln logs, man, while he was alive.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, it made international news because this reporter criticized one of the Saudi kings, and which is a bad idea. Don't criticize the Saudi kings, man. It's kind of like criticizing Putin. You better be like in a really safe place if you're criticizing. If you're in like Russia, and
depending on what level you are in society, if you're a low person like us, criticizing a king or Trump or whoever, they're not going to mess with you. But if you're like kind of like got a little, like if I had 100,000 subscribers, then something might happen to me.
But yeah, this reporter was just hammering this Khashoggi or whatever Jamal Khashoggi was his name. Yeah, Tom knows what's up. They chopped him up into little bacon bits, man. It's horrible. Like, I'm sure you pass out at a certain point if you're getting chopped up, like from the pain, but that was a gruesome way to go, man.
What do you think? They killed him before they chopped him?
No, I know they started when he was alive. That's what they said.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. There should be freedom of press, man. A reporter shouldn't have to worry about getting chopped up in little pieces, but I was just saying it was a mafia style move, and Trump Trump is kind of like a mafia don.
There'll never be 100% freedom of press because there's always someone out there powerful enough you can't express your true voice.
That's true.
We'll give you a little, he can speak his voice. Well, that fucker went too far. Take him out.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in. Nobody's free. The rich are in power. We are slaves. The medium people have their voice. Am I going to go too far and get killed, or am I going to okay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess the people in the middle, they're the ones that need to stand up for the little guys, right? But then you put your ass on the line, though,
Right, you're on the line if you do that, yeah.
And all the money you have and privilege from being in that middle, that like part, they can just the people up here can chop you. They'll either kill you or just send you right back down to the little leagues,
They can hack your bank accounts, do whatever. You're toast. You're done.
Yeah.
Even somebody like us, if they just watch our video one day, well, I don't like what that fucker said. I'm done.
I don't know. Our drinking and thinking on like the top best movie weapons, I think they would like that. I think it would be educational. The military, it's like we really went into what weapons would be the best in certain situations. Oh, look what Tom said. So yeah, even the little guys can get arrested for insulting the royal family. Huh. Wow. Wow, they'll just arrest anyone. Yeah. I guess we're safe for now, Shagdog.
Yeah, the only way you can really protect yourself is be part of it. I hate to say it, but like a militia or some type of organization where you got people protecting you and you're protecting them, but most people don't have nothing like that.
Yeah.
Even the ones that are in militia, they usually take them apart piece by piece, or not even a militia organization, I should say, that are against the powers that be. They take them apart piece by piece, either economically or they blackmail them, whatever, catch them having sex with another man, got pictures of it. The government is the most extreme mafia in the world. All the governments,
Sure.
they're
Yeah.
pretty much mafia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. There's like in and then in Vietnam and then the time after Vietnam.
Right. You mean the war in Vietnam?
I was just going to say that they were literally smuggling in drugs. Like the CIA was smuggling in drugs, selling them in America, and then using that money to keep funding their operation.
Oh yeah. They even say Afghanistan. That was another black ops thing where they're getting opium,
Yeah.
make it heroin, bring it back in the U.S. Stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So
And there's all kinds of generals on the cut. And the high ranking guys that don't even have to get dirty. They just, they know what's happening and they just don't stop it, basically,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, you have more of a disguise than me, Shagdog. Maybe we should stop disparaging the FBI or CIA, huh?
I never thought the FBI would be as bad as it is now. I mean, I thought the FBI was always for justice the American way, but they're almost like an arm of the Democratic Party right now, right?
I would say that's fair. I don't think it's like super extreme. I don't think they're like the Democrats, like personal.
I wouldn't say the whole organization, but some people at the top or something. They're like the FBI shouldn't be political at all. That should be straight law enforcement, by the book, Constitution, all that. You shouldn't be going after somebody because of their political party or anything like that.
But the U.S. police forces and U.S. military is really right wing, though. They're super Republican.
But the military, they said supposedly they're trying to weed out any conservative people. Yeah.
Good luck, because that's like most of the I've
never
actually
met the military was supposedly from a year ago or 2 years ago, the study was like 33% conservative,
really
33, 34% Democrat, and the rest were supposedly independents.
Okay.
Non-conformative, yeah.
So, all right.
But, who knows?
That's interesting.
But just kicking them out. And they're actually offering people that they kicked out didn't take a jab.
Mm-hmm.
They're offering because the recruitment is really low right now.
They're letting them come back in now with no penalties.
Yeah, they're going to let them come back in. But would you go back in? They kicked you out for not getting the COVID shot, and now they want you to come back in? I'd tell them to go to hell.
They should pay those guys. They should pay in the money they lost when they weren't there.
Yeah, I've been out for a year and a half, 2 years, whatever it is. Yeah. I want 2 years worth of wages right now. Part of it now and part of it 6 months. I want all of it now.
I mean, we have a big enough defense budget to do it, dude. We could write these guys $40,000-$50,000 checks or whatever it is, $100,000. Just come back.
Back after 9/11, they really tricked people joining the military. Like, oh, join the army, you get a $20,000 bonus for joining, but they paid you over like a 2-year period. They paid you so much extra a month or whatever it was. So in the meantime, you go to Iraq and get blown up by IED and not get your money.
Yeah, I almost signed up because I graduated in 2001, in May of 2001, and I was going to sign up that summer for the reserves. And I held off. I just I don't know. I wanted to explore my options, and then 9/11 happened, and my family's like, "Oh, dude, you were lucky you didn't sign up. You would have been."
I mean, it's a great thing to serve your country, but really, in all fairness, I mean, great thing that they killed a bunch of people in the World Trade Center and Pentagon. I'm joining the military. That's great. But really, the government uses you. You're just a pawn, a tool for the government.
Yeah.
So really, you go over there. Look at that dude that was in the NFL, Paul Tillman. Goes over there, gets killed by friendly fire. They made him out to look like a hero, at first, but then it come to find out he got killed by friendly fire. But here he gives up his NFL career, go join the military, becomes a Green Beret or Ranger, whatever the hell he was, and gets killed. Him and his brother got killed too.
Yeah.
I would never give up an NFL career for fucking military.
Yeah, that would be something to give up. What branch did you serve in?
He broke up a little bit. What was that?
Oh yeah, for some reason I'm getting a lag spike. I don't know what's going on.
It's probably my
Um,
area.
uh,
I was in the
I
Army.
was just okay. Yeah, how long were you in the Army again?
I enlisted for 5 years, but I ended up doing like 5.5 years because I was overseas. And by the time my overseas date was over, I only had 9 months left in service. So I wanted to come back to stateside. So it made me extend. So I did 5 years and 5 months.
Were you enlisted when Desert Storm happened?
I enlisted like during Desert Storm, January,
Okay.
but I didn't go in until March. And then it ended like the week I went in or whatever hell it was. Yeah. So yeah. And then, which was really funny because we're thinking it's over or whatever is over. I think our drill sergeant lied to us. We're like, one time we're goofing off or doing whatever. Our drill sergeant said, "You guys, we're going to another war that you don't know about. You guys are straighten up." We're goofing around, whatever. And our drill sergeant starts like, telling us about some other war we're going to that we don't know about that's brewing. And I'm like, what the,
Yeah.
really?
You're like, oh shoot.
When I got, called my mother that weekend or whatever, collect, anything on the news about some other war? And she was like, no, what are you talking about? I said, they said we're going to, got another war brewing up or something. So then my mother's freaking out. So they shouldn't tell people shit like that. They're just bullshit with us to get us to straighten up or whatever. But
Well, they didn't really have the internet back then like they do now, though, right? You couldn't just
right,
go on your phone and check to see, what the hell, is there a war going on? Yeah.
yeah,
So, modern news or just proxy wars. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, Tom.
yeah,
Definitely. All right, let's
yeah. I
switch
mean,
gears and let's talk about alcohol for a minute. Well, I still have this,
all right.
Shagdog. I haven't really
Oh,
reviewed this. And what is that leftover Guinness you have from St. Patrick's Day or what?
yeah, it's St. Patty's Day.
You've reviewed that one a bunch. I never reviewed this one, so I'll keep it interesting. So, I don't think I did aroma though. Let me just stick to the formula. Start with that. So on the nose, I don't know, kind of like when you smell a cocktail, you get a little whiff of alcohol kind of in there. And I definitely get a lot of apples though. They use those they use their European heirloom apples for this. I can smell that. And then when you on the flavor, it's more mango, but I'll give you guys a taste. Yeah, it's mango, but it's balanced. Have you ever had pure mango juice, Shagdog? It's like pungent. It's like more pungent than orange juice. It just has, I don't know, that like pungentness to it. This is like really creamy almost, and like the fruits are just like not a dairy cream, but like a fruit smoothie. The flavors are blended together really nice. And yeah, I mean, for 9.1%, I mean, I'm feeling already kind of a little buzz off this guy for a cider. 9.1 is pretty strong.
I think I showed that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great review, Jammer. I'm Jammer fan. Oh shit, Jammer's gonna be upset.
No, yeah.
Uh,
It's funny because Jammer's
I
head.
wish you never had the Jammer fan name because that's like I confuse you guys sometimes. Like,
It does. I never thought they didn't even have StreamYard when I made that account. So I was thinking like how long I've been following you guys, and I believe it was in 2013. It was like March of 2013 when I posted my first message as Jammer fan.
That was our prime.
Yeah. So, and I remember it was on a Magic Hat. I still remember the beer. It was a Magic Hat beer review. Remember you guys? Remember Magic Hat used to be around more? Like you just saw it in the grocery stores.
Yeah, like Magic Hat number 9 or whatever hell. Yeah, we did a good Schwartz beer by that one time too. It was pretty good actually.
They used to do mixed packs. They actually were a pretty good brewery for a while. When I was living in Arizona and I didn't have access to all these crazy Colorado craft beers, and Magic Hat would be a good go-to. They had a good pumpkin beer. They always released little, just kind of fun beers. And
yeah, they had it was a Schwartz beer. I forget the hell it was called, but it was a black lager.
Yeah,
it was like a werewolf type. It was a fall seasonal, like a werewolf type. So we like Magic Black Lager. We had a good music. It was a good intro we had on that one. He had to howl in like a wolf going on. Pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Though that was the heyday, man. You guys, that was when you guys had some kind of Michelob Light review that had 1 million views or something. It was crazy. You guys had that one video. Remember, you had one video that had a ton of views on your old channel. Maybe it was 100,000 reviews or something, but it had the bikini on it. It was like
we had a Rolling Rock video had a lot of views. We had the Milwaukee's Best Light.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
That was like the ones where he did the video, like the Chips and the TJ Hooker. And
yeah.
The Starsky and Hutch. With those videos there, we had a lot of views on. But
yeah.
Rolling Rock was one of them. Yeah. So
that was when Jammer was like more in bachelor mode 10 years ago, right? Because he just had more time. He had more time on the computer to edit and stuff. He just wasn't as busy.
Where he worked, he did a security job, but he had his laptop there with him while he was at work. He was editing videos, so he had a lot of time to edit videos.
So he just had tons of time to do chips and fuck around and like edit all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he just
then he had to go work for the Man in like 2000, end of 2014, beginning of 2015.
Oh, okay.
Started working for the Man, and
it was also a good time at YouTube because there was less competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you guys were getting found a lot more. Like, and then back then you couldn't really make money, but now if you guys had like 40,000 subscribers or something, you could do Patreon where you try to get people to donate $1 a month and they get access to stuff. Right. You guys could have been
money. Especially during live reviews, because hey, donate so much money, Shagdog's going to chug the beer.
You guys could have made money, and then freaking YouTube banned you for the dumbest reason, whatever it was. It didn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah. Well. Oh well.
Yeah,
now it's you have more of a like cottage type of show, like a small small audience. It's handcrafted. You're not one of these big time YouTubers.
Small gathering for great people.
But we have Tom on here. There was another guy on here. I forgot. Was it Greg?
Jeff G still joins us. I don't know if you remember Jeff G. He did a live video with us once or twice, but I remember they were smoking pot or stuff like that. Yeah, a couple of people have joined us lately. A couple of weeks ago, I did it was like Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon. I'm doing beer because a bunch of people started jumping in. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I had like 14 viewers one day. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Whoa, yeah. I think I actually remember you guys talking about that. Yeah, that's cool. I wonder what makes a difference. Like maybe it's just like you're on at the right time and you have the right thing for the algorithms. Right. I have no idea.
I don't know. All I know is I just come on and drink, and I don't have any friends here, so it's great to come on and have people chat with me.
Yeah, I understand, man. I was recently reading this thing online about how it's like once you get out of your 30s, it's hard to make friends as an adult because who are you going to fucking make friends with?
All right. I mean, I'm sure you can if you go to certain church things or whatever, but
sure.
Yeah. I've always been the type of person always make one friend. I've never been the big popular. Yeah. I'm always a one friend person, all through my life pretty much. But
so all my friends, probably one of my best friends lives in Alaska now, and he's been there for he's been there for 10 years. So I shouldn't say now. He's been living in Alaska. And then, I lost contact with a couple of my other friends. Like it seems like every decade more and more. And I still have some of my core friends, but you know what? Everybody's so busy, dude. Everybody's so damn busy.
All my Army friends. I mean, if I leave them a message, one Army friend I found, one of my best friends from New Jersey when I was stationed in New Jersey. We talked a couple of times. I found his phone number back in the early 2000s. I lost contact. Found him on Facebook about a year or two ago. Chatted a couple of times, and that was it. Now I chat with them, send them a message, no reply back. That type of stuff.
It's just So I get you, man. That's why family's important. You at least got somebody to talk to in your life or whatever.
It's always good to have a spouse and kids because at least your kids might be the worst kids ever, but when you're dead and dying, they might not even be there for you. But at least you got kids.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have a daughter. I don't plan on having any more kids, and she's going to be 9 years old this year. And it's great, man, because she's getting older now. And I'm like, okay, in 10 years, she's going to be almost drinking age. I could eventually have a beer with her or whatever. So
Yeah.
it is sort of like, yeah. So when
You have
she's,
a beautiful woman, and I wish you had a identical twin sister that lived out here on the East Coast.
I do have a beautiful woman that loves beer and respects stuff and likes beer reviews. And
Right. That's kind
I have
of
a
woman.
beautiful man. And
Shagdog
I
needs a
care
woman
about
like
her.
that.
I
They'll take
honor
a
her so much,
couple smacks and drink a couple beers with them.
Oh, look, this is why you got Tom said, me and my friends sent your stream out in Discord that week. So do you know what Discord is, Shagdog?
That's chaos, right?
Discord is like a platform that you go on and talk. It's like people log on and they talk and stuff. So he dropped your link to your live stream in the Discord feed. Stay with me. I know this is very technical, Shagdog. So that's why he basically advertised for you on his thing that he was on. So it wasn't magic. Apparently, Tom was
Tom was my fairy godmother.
Yeah, man, he was helping you out. So that's cool.
Tom is magic, like my fairy godmother.
Yeah. So there you go. Cheers, Tommy boy.
Tommy boy. Wow, this video went on for 46 minutes.
I didn't join until 16 minutes in, though, so you had to go for a little bit.
I can't believe I talked by myself for 16 minutes.
I think you were just dicking around. I don't know what you were saying. I logged in, though, and you were talking, and then the people were chatting. Tom had a message pop up right when I logged in. So.
When Tom did that,
oh, cool.
Mallory was another one. Was on, yeah. There was a Karen on too, and she had the greatest name. Like, I forget her fucking actual name, but a Karen type, the greatest Karen or whatever hell kind of Karen. Yeah, I thought that was the most awesome name. I was like, that's the kind of Karen I need.
Nice.
Karen.
Well, we should keep it going for a couple more minutes, man. I'm gonna go grab another one of these ciders. Unfortunately, I only have one type of alcohol to drink, but since we got
Jammer fan, I will start a new video.
All right, start a new video. All right.
Give me a topic.
Yeah, let's do a top 10 on something, man.
Top 10.
So we should do top 10 underrated 70s bands.
Oh, that'd be hard for me if Jammer's fan was here. Or Jammer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that good on that. How about
underrated? Top 10 70s bands or top 20, whatever. Your top 10, my top 10. How about that?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We just talk about 70s bands, our top 70s bands.
I'll try. It's kind of hard for me there, but
I'll go hard for you. I was going to say 80s, but I already know that you're just going to talk about rap the whole time if we do
that. And hair bands. It'd be like, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, these people don't want to do that. We could do top 10 90s bands.
Let's do 70s and 90s. How about that? We'll do 70s, and when we run out of bands, we'll jump to the 90s.
We'll jump to 90s because then you got your Creed, Collective Soul. Like I probably know more about 90s bands than 70s bands. This guy's coming on. Yeah, he's just hi, One Sin. Cheers, man.
Thanks for just joining us for 1 second, One Sin.
Well, now you have to advertise that you're going to put up another video.
Yeah, I am going to put up another video. About 10 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, actually.
Yeah, 5 minutes. I'll see you back in 5. So shut this down. Shut it down, Shagdog.
All right, we'll see you on the next one. Shagdog and Jammer fan joining us. Thanks for all of our viewers and commentators.
Yeah, commentators.
That's what it is. We'll see you on the next one. We'll be back up in about 2 minutes.
Right. You keep short at 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or 30 seconds.
Between 4 and 10 minutes, probably.
All right. Cool, man. Go.